Hey, this is Marilyn, and it's Welcome to My World, the noon edition on Monday, the 16th of November. And I thought I'd just take a second to go over some of the morning trades. TF this morning was just, that was a really bratty market to trade this morning. It was just chop, 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 and more chop. And when it does that, it put up great signals, but it was just choppy. So I think the thing to do is just stay out of there. I do expect maybe in the afternoon, since it's been so difficult to trade this morning, that it might take a trend. All of the indices across the board are kind of in a pattern where they don't really have a direction. It's a little bit like they're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Bonds had a couple of nice trades this morning, and the dollar has been in a real tight range. But the two markets that were the easiest to trade this morning were crude oil and the Canadian dollar. And when I say the Canadian dollar, I'm talking about the 6C, the futures currency. So if we go back here, there's a couple of things I wanted to point out to you. People that are trying to kind of see some things in real time about the way I like to trade. This business right in here, in fact, I'll highlight this right here if I can. No, I can't. It doesn't do it. I will go back in a minute. But this right here, this is what I call bad guy country. When you see this kind of stuff and it will not take a direction with this deviation indicator, if you notice, the correlation with that is just a bunch of choppy bars. Now, this could have been scalped if you're an experienced trader and you are used to scalping. There might have been a couple of scalps if using this 210 chart. Looking at the bigger picture, when you look at this 30-minute, and we had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we had 6 down 30-minute candles all morning, just a cascade. And right about lunchtime, what will normally happen? Then those contracts will start to, the profit takers will bleed those off and start taking their profits. And as they do that, then you're going to see the upside come back in. This afternoon, it would not surprise me to see the buyers step back in as this contract is rolling. And right now, on the volume, I was going to get this volume so we could see what the difference is, because we've got the we've got it by this afternoon. I expect the volume will have shifted well over to the January contract. The VIX right now is 19 and change. It's a little 1967. So it was as high as 20, just a tick or two or three over 20. So we'll see what happens. But this morning, early, I'll go back here and show you when I came on at 8:30, we just completed this trade down. And then you just have to watch for a better opportunity, because trying to take anything in a buy here has got to be a scalp. You already know this is a downtrend, and this just continued to be in a downtrend. So when you find something and you can get another entry that's a safe entry to the downside, this red ice line to the downside right here, particularly after it put in a new low, be aware that when it gets to that low, it may give up. But this was a very valid trade right here, and you can take that right down to the deviation. The expectation here is that when you get into a trade like this, it's got some room to develop enough profit for the risk that you are taking. This E didn't turn out to be too wonderful, but if you are watching this, this is about the time right here at 10:30ish that it's making all these yellow painted bars, which is a chop indication. So it's a matter of getting the perspective of different things before you just blindly leap into a trade. And this afternoon we have no more news coming. So we'll just kind of wait and see if as these contracts, as the December contracts, the big players start selling out of those contracts and rolling into the January, then a certain amount of the upside here will be caused by the buyers coming in for the January contract. And somebody was asking me, I think earlier, about how you get this contract rolled within Ninja. And there is, if you scroll back up in the chat here, there is a link to the forum where Daryl did a really nice, very clear thing about exactly how you can get that done. I would, if you are going to trade crude oil, I would strongly urge you to go over and really learn that, because crude oil does roll every single month. So it's something you're going to have to put up with every month. Okay. So I will come back on at 2:30. This has been my view from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. Thanks.